Well guys, I wasn't planning on shooting a video today, but some of these are just looking too good. I've got to show you what they look like in the dirt, and then I'll show you what they look like when we get it home. So this will be a shorter video, but still it's really cool. I'm pulling this Druzy out. It's really beautiful material. You can see that it's pretty when it's coming fresh out of the ground, but it's even more beautiful after I get it cleaned up. Yes, I'm by a road cut and there's going to be some road noise, so I apologize about that. But let's get in here, let's check it out and see what they look like. Got several smaller pieces like this one. Give that a little persuasion. Small piece. And, oh, just broke some of that off. There we go. Looks like it's going to be covered all the way around. Alrighty. And lots and lots of smaller pieces that are just covered in the Druzy. Oh, here's a piece back here in the back. Check that out. That should be really pretty. So here's a hole that I'm digging into, and I get some bigger pieces, but I'm pulling out a lot of these smaller pieces as well, which are just really pretty stuff. Well, this one should be real pretty. Look at that. You can see that it's going to have the dark colored Druzy with the lighter colored Druzy, probably some iron staining as well. These rocks are pretty crumbly. They're chert, so whenever they fracture, they split pretty good. But a lot of these have just fractured down under the ground and are covered with some Druzy. So let's just keep pulling them out. Some really pretty stuff. Look at that. They just keep coming. You can hear the rock breaking. I can't see anything under there, but I know there's a lot of Druzy under it. rock broke. Still got a really cool piece out of it though. So in an effort to keep this as a shorter video, I'm going to just show a few of the extractions, and then I'm going to show you what they look like all dirty at home, and then what they look like all cleaned up. So basically what I'm doing, I've got this little wall here, and I'm reaching my hand up underneath there. I can't see under there, and I'm just reaching my hand underneath there, and I'm trying to grab whatever feels loose that I can grab, and it's been coming out covered in druzy. Check that out. Isn't that beautiful? All right, so I'm laying on my side over here. There's a lot of sparklies underneath this wall, and I'm trying to sweet talk these rocks into coming out. All right there, baby girl. What you got? Okay, so we have got druzy all over that side. Looks like it's going around and wrapping around to that side too. Pretty cool. There's a lot of pieces in here that are just covered in druzy. Look at that plate, just covered both sides, front and back. I'm definitely praising Jesus for a beautiful day and lots of awesome finds. Now, to leave some for next time. Well guys, like I often say, half the fun is finding the rocks, the other half the fun is taking them home and cleaning them up to see what they really look like. So let's head home. I'll spread them all out so you can see how much I collected today, and then we'll wash some of them up. I'll show you a few of the highlights and see what they look like all cleaned up. So. All right, so here is a quick overview of today's finds. I leave a space right there for water to flow out so it doesn't all catch right there. But I got quite a few pretty awesome pieces. Look at that. It's going to be covered all the way around. It's kind of a Star Trek piece. I want my NCC 1701 piece. I really hope somebody gets that reference. All right, so if you guys are still with me at this point in the video, thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. For the next few minutes, I'm going to show you what some of these Druzy Quartz pieces look all cleaned up. And how I cleaned these, I just sprayed them off with a hose as much as possible to get all that dirt and clay off of there. Then afterwards, I put them in a 5-gallon bucket and I let them soak in some iron out for maybe about 2 hours tops. Then after about 2 hours, about an hour and a half to 2 hours, I took them out, rinsed them off really well with water, and after I put them back in the bucket, I took some dish soap and put that in there as well. And then what that dish soap does is that really makes sure that it gets all that iron out off of the outside of the Druzy Quartz. And after I let that soak for a couple of hours, I take that back out and I rinse it all off, and then I just let it air dry. So that's how I clean these Druzy Quartz pieces. I still have a lot of this material that's still raw, that has not been cleaned yet. And I'm offering one large flat rate box of these, and I'm going to pack it as full as I can. I'll put a plastic bag inside of the large flat rate box, and I will fill that up as much as possible with at least one big hero piece of the Druzy Quartz, and then I'll put in several medium and small pieces. Now, the small pieces are actually some of my favorites. I love some of the small pieces because you can get some really good quality in there and some neat colors and some neat coatings. Not all of them are that way. Sometimes they're just a gray shirt with Druzy Quartz over top of it. But there are some really nice ones in there as well. Same thing with the mediums and the larges also. Now this Druzy Quartz is different than the Druzy Quartz that you would find over at Haunted Ridge or Hawks Bluff. That Druzy Quartz is more of a layer upon layer upon layer of the quartz just building on top of one another, causing that agate banding that you see that's pretty famous for that area. This Druzy Quartz off of the northwest Arkansas and the southwest Missouri border, about 4 or 5 hours away from the Hawks Bluff or from the Haunted Ridge. It is just basically, it's just rocks. That's just a lot of chert rocks that are covered with a layer of this Druzy Quartz. Sometimes the chert rocks in the ground will be butted up next to each other, and so when the Druzy Quartz covers it, it just basically makes one large conglomerate rock where you have just multiple rocks stacked on top of one another or around each other, causing that kind of botryoidal type of a formation. And it's just the Druzy Quartz coating over all the rocks and then connecting the rocks together by the layers of the Druzy Quartz. So it can make some really cool formations. Now, so what I'm going to do is for $100 US, I'm going to give one large flat rate box. So I could do a couple of these, or I could do $75 for a medium-sized flat rate box of just the raw material. If you guys would rather have one of these pieces that are in this video, you guys are welcome to reach out to me and say, hey Joe, I would really like that one that you call your Star Trek piece, or say there's another one, you could just put it in a timestamp, say, hey Joe, I really like this piece, could you include that in my box as well? I'm more than happy to do that. So what I did is I took about half my material and I cleaned it up, and that way you can get an idea of what this stuff looks like when it's all cleaned up. It can be really pretty material. The crystals are a little bit smaller than what you find over on the southeast Missouri side with like Hawks Bluff or from Haunted Ridge. But the stuff here is still really pretty as well in its own way. I love it. I think it's just really pretty stuff. To me, it almost kind of looks like the good Lord made a natural disco ball or something. It's just really neat and sparkly. So if you're interested in a box of this raw material, just feel free to reach out to me in my email. I'll leave my email right down here in the description. Not only will I leave my email in the description, I'll put it on the screen right here. And you're welcome to send me an email. Once I get an email from you, I will send you a PayPal invoice, and I'll also need a shipping address where you would like the box shipped to. One of the reasons why I'm going to be selling this material is I'm looking to buy a drone so I can start doing some drone footage with my videos. I think it'd be a neat addition to my channel, and I really think it would help out my my photography skills. So I'm very interested in getting a drone, and I'd like to get a cheaper one to start with, just to kind of practice with, because I know I'll probably wreck it or lose it or crash it or something like that, probably within the first 6 months or so or less. And so I'd like to get a starter one, kind of get some experience with that, and then eventually I'd like to get a little bit more of an expensive one, a little bit nicer one. But I also have to get a certification. I have to get a license through my FAA for flying a drone, and just the test itself costs about $175 on top of a drone cost. Thank you guys again for all your support. I appreciate you, love you, and have a wonderful day. God bless. Thanks again so much for watching, guys. I appreciate you guys' support through all the years and stuff like that. This is just me having fun. I'm just a regular guy with an office job, and likes to get out and have some fun on the weekends when I can. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. God bless.